And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the end. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Doncic from the stripe. He can't get it to go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Now here's Porzingis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Doncic, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now Porzingis following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Porzingis looking it over. Takes a 3. That shot misses.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
They get the rebound. Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Porter against Doncic. The pass to Porzingis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardaway's checked in. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Millsap left side. Over Porzingis. And another miss by Denver.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. That one goes in. 8 points for Porzingis. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And that one's good. Doncic.
It doesn't seem to matter where Luka Doncic is on the floor. His shooting ability is impressive.
Passes it to Rivers. Millsap with it. Launches it. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 6. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. Good on the shot.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Here's Rivers. Off target with his three.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Doncic against Rivers. From deep three-point range. Pass to Kleber. 6 on the shot clock. The three for Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Rivers.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And it's Doncic missing.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Ends the move with a whisper instead of a bang, going to the finger roll.
The three for Doncic.
And one of the league's best defenders. Millsap closing out well on that one.
And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Powell. Trey Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Redick in at the three. Millsap inside. Powell's there. Outside for Millsap. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from McGee.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Burke. He feeds it to Powell. Second shot opportunity outside for Redick. The putback. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Now McGee. Morris, left side, out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. The fader. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Wide open look here for Cauley Stein. It's good on the putback.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Powell with the steal. And here's the fast break. Brunson with a clean look. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The shot by Harrison, no good. Dallas has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Brunson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. 1:57 left in the first half.
Burke looking over the floor. He dishes it to Powell. Now here's Burke, guarded by McGee. Just 3 to shoot. Brunson kicks to Powell. Here's Cauley Stein. And the dunk by Powell.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Morris passes to McGee. 1:16 left in the first half of the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Millsap, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And there's the pass to Rivers. From past the arc. Denver gets it back. Jokic, and it's good for 2. Jokic has got his second basket.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Doncic outside, looking to get it going, and the layup is good. Doncic has got 7 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Fires from 18, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jokic.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
From deep. Doncic, no good. Over to the wing. Fires for 3. Here's Jokic. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's Dallas. They're up by 2.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 8 points and 4 rebounds. And that's all for now. Say goodbye.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Rivers. Jokic is out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-double.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Doncic outside. Down low. Jokic with the steal. Here's Rivers. Finished off the break. Rivers has got 9.
Austin Rivers, opportunistic in transition. That's what happens when you sprint the floor.
Porter against Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. A 3-pointer off the mark. Denver in the lead. Porzingis with the steal. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Porzingis against Porter. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Green inside the three-point line. That one's not going to go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Kleber. Here's the three. Oh, drew the foul. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Thompson with it. Now defended by Jokic. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Rivers with it. He's got 9. Tips it. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Doncic finds Cauley Stein. From deep three-point range, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Cauley Stein. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Hardaway from outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Now here's Burke, covered by Morris. Back to Burke. Lob pass to Porzingis.
Hard to find a lot of precedents in the past for a player the size of Porzingis who can handle and shoot it the way he does. Special talent, no question. Maybe reminds you of KG or Dirk.
McGee inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks lead by 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Here's Harrison. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Now here's Richardson. From the arc. Not going to go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And the dunk by Bull. Bull's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
Oh, my
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Richardson kicks to Finney Smith. There's the 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Morris passes it to Bull. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Fires the 3. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Millsap. Lays it up and banks it in.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spot.
Richardson against Morris. To the wing on the left. Finney Smith passes to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Up and in on the layup. Hardaway has got his first points of the game.
Well, there's big-time athleticism when you're talking about Hardaway. Puts it on the deck and relentless move to the cup.
And he lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Kleber finds Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Morris looking over the floor. Outside Millsap. That's to Green. Tipped away. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Back to Porzingis for the 3. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Harrison. The Nuggets with another miss. Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Pass to Kleber. Back to Hardaway. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That turns the lead now to a one-possession lead.
Rivers against Doncic. Good work there as it goes.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Porter passes to Rivers. Reverses. And that one is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. The pass to Doncic. And that one drops for him.
Just another way. Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Ball's knocked loose. From deep. Shot clock reset for Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. That shot no good. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 6-point game. Rivers gets a wide open look. Kleber with the rebound. And Porzingis puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke. And with pre.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the five for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there with Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's McGee in at the four-man position. Goes up. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And the wide open shot for Morris. No good on the three.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And that one, good.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. George against Porter. Now, here is George. Defense right on him. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you'd like to push Paul George out of the paint if possible. Goes into his bag of tricks to score that time.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And here's Morris for three. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Clippers moving the ball around. And good that time.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to McGee. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes to Jokic. Shot from 16. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jokic has got 6.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
Jackson passes to George. Jacks up a 3. Jackson misses. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Good.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now, here's George. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays on the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? It's stolen by Morris. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Zubac finds Morris. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Makes it off the glass.
It takes a lot more than that to stop DeMarcus Cousins. He is a huge presence, and he answers every defensive challenge they pose.
To the middle. Puts it up. And Denver again with the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Beverly. The pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Denver grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. High arcing shot.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And Batum kicks to George.
Rabbit out of hat. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
In the corner, it's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Recently, we spoke
old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Campazzo. And he converts the layup.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Rondo passes to Cousins. Outside for Rondo. Fires from deep. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Rondo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Better outside when he gets into a rhythm or when he gets his feet set. Rondo's smart at knowing when to fire.
Campazzo, Astonaghi. Here's Millsap. Kennard with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Batum dishes to Rondo. Rondo is doubled. Man passes to Kennard. Clock at 4. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Count that one. 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, there's a lot of moves that Cousins can go with on the inside. If he doesn't back you down, he's got a fadeaway and a step back. Tough to guard on the interior.
Millsap looking it over. Astonaghi. They get it back. Millsap passes to Nagy. The shot, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Cousins. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. McGee. To halt the run. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. Rivers against Kennard. Cousins trying to free himself up. Kennard's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The Nuggets with another miss, and it's the Clippers' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Outside, Batum. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And Leonard gets it to go.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
52 seconds left here in the second. Morris against Rondo. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Dishes it to Batum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jokic against Kennard. Rivers gets a wide open look. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 8.
Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so, all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting. And that'll.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Cousins has really been making it happen, guys.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
We've got Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Porter at the 2 guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Jokic getting out and running. That's a huge plus for this offense, determined to beat some people up the court.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Morris into the lane. Zubats, that's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
They get it again. Jokic. And contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Zubats. McGee with the block, and he gets it back. On the wing, George, guarded by Porter, and that one is good. And now a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Morris passes to Jokic. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
He was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Hands checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Rivers, he's checked in for Gordon. Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Najee, good.
Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Now, here's Kennard. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Kennard on the wing. Over Rivers, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Kennard's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. 1:32 left in the third. Stolen. Beverly finds Kennard. Back to Beverly. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Again, Los Angeles.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Campazzo, defended by Beverly, inside. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Zubac. Morris against Millsap. 5 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Hondo comes in for Luke Kennard. Beverly with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Morris looking over the floor. Takes it from 10. Denver grabs the miss.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
They recover it. Will it go? Porter kicks to Jokic. It's stolen by Morris. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers ahead, leading by 17. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Batum. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's George in at the small forward position. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. The Nuggets trail by 15, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
The Clippers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And the pass to George. And he lays it straight in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Leonard brings the double team. Pass to Morris.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Over in the corner, Beverly. Outside, Leonard. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Morris. The shot from the low post is good.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Outside, George. Back to Beverly. Outside, Batum. Just 4 to shoot. And George with the stuff.
Good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
Campazzo defended by Beverly. Morris outside. Gordon trying to break loose. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 8 points here in this quarter. Clippers leading by 13. Outside, George. Pass to Batum. He kicks to Beverly. Back to Batum. Leonard on the wing. And the shot goes in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Banked in off the glass.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
George looking over the floor. Jackson kicks to George. Beverly the pass to George. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard on the wing. For three. Morris with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Outside, George. Back to Leonard. That one drops for him. And the Clippers lead by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Los Angeles.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them in steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And again, Denver no good. Here's George. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Jokic with the rebound. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talent. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Austin Rivers. Here's Lillard. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that. Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Lillard looking around. The 3. Drills it from outside.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Covington's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Lillard outside. Now the pass to McCollum. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Campazzo down low. Here's Gordon. Here's Jokic. Pass to Gordon. He kicks to Rivers. Those 3-pointers off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard against Rivers. Covington wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball.
I like to see this. Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Outside Porter. He dishes it to Gordon. Shakes him. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Wow, he's coming out with a lot of energy tonight. He's looking strong.
Lillard with no one around. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
3-pointer, Lillard. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 5th rebound in this one.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Here's Gordon, and it's all evened up. Gordon's got 8 points.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
High post, Nurkic. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Jokic kicks to Rivers. Second chance shot. Jokic passes to Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. He's got 10.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Lillard outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Right side, Covington. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Doesn't go that time.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Chalk up 2 there.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Got it up. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just enough.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Denver. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action after...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you, numbers-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
We've got Rivers, Aaron Gordon out there with Green. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Gordon finds Green, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee comes in for Green, and Paul Millsap is subbed in for Gordon. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Simons, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And a wide open look for McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target.
This is who McCollum is, someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
There's Harrison. Feeds to McGee. Lays it up off the glass.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. McCollum outside. The three. And Bull pulls it down.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
McCollum outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Bull. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Jones, the pass to Simons. Pass to McCollum. Cantor with it. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Harrison. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Rivers. Anthony with the block. 1:37 left to play in the first half. To the middle. Cantor inside. He's guarded by Rivers. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Cantor. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
McCollum against Rivers. To the left wing. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. Rivers gets a wide open look. Off target from three-point range.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
A three from McCollum, and he's good on the three ball. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Anthony on the wing. He feeds it to Cantor. The tray. Hit the tip. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 8.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 5. Outside Millsap. And again, Denver with the triple.
And with a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
And here's McCollum for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that's going to do it for...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, you've got Yusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Little. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Covington in at the 4. Harrison passes to McGee, back to Harrison. For the tie, pass to McGee. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Now here's Little. Passes it to Powell. Kicks it to Covington. The feed to Nurkic. The shake. And the layup is up and in. Nurkic has got his first 2 points.
Well, no doubt Nurkic knows how to get it done inside. I mean, using all of his height to find the shot.
Here's Morris, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Robert Covington picks one up. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good for Morris. That one misses. Bold dishes to McGee. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. McGee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Lillard outside. Covington finds Nurkic. Here's Little. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Throws it up high, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And that one's good by Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Lillard outside. A three ball. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And when Gordon is hot, boy, he is fun to watch. And you can tell he's having fun as well.
Lillard outside. Portland no good that time either. The Nuggets leading by 3. Rivers finds Gordon.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and McCollum subbed in for Robert Covington. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard, the pass to Kanter. Back to Lillard. The pass to Kanter. Looking to end the run. That one misses. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and then Lillard slams it in.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. On pass to Gordon. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later. I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Rivers kicks to Morris. Porter passes to Gordon. Here's Jokic. Got a piece of it.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Stolen by Rivers.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
You know, he's got to keep improving this aspect of his game, but when Porter is dribbling like this, he becomes unguardable.
Three-pointer, Lillard. No good on the shot. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Denver on top. They finish off the... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Jermichael Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Millsap inside. He's against Kanter. Millsap misses. Trailblazers trail by 4. Porter with the steal. Campazzo. Oh, and it's off. They can't cash in on the break. And for Portland, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Powell with it. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
The dish to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Shoots over Powell. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 22.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Now McCollum. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And it's Simons missing.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Austin Rivers in for JaMychal Green. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Derek Jones. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. Outside Covington. Millsap with the steal. And now here's Rivers with fast break opportunity. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Rivers. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
But we all know Austin Rivers can score, but there, you like seeing him set up his teammates.
Here's Lillard. Good work defensively by Morris.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Jokic, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. Lillard outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Lillard isn't afraid to get physical. In fact, he embraces any chance he can to get foul shots off.
4 free throws good from Lillard.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Morris. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Covington. No good there. And the Nuggets going the other way. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Morris. And 2 free throws coming up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Shaquille Harris comes in for Rivers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
And here is Morris. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCollum left side. Lillard against Morris. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Morris outside. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. to the inside. Gordon. The layup missed.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Lillard way outside. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Here's Morris. To the middle, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Passes it to Nurkic. Morris against Lillard. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 6. To tie it up. Denver grabs the miss.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's Harrison. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then it's Rivers. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Gordon kicks to Porter. Another shot. Back to Gordon. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a three-point game. Hits it from three-point range.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And Denver has possession, following the score by Josh Richardson. Campazzo. Denver gets it back. Jokic passes to Rivers. Campazzo, and he makes good on the layup. He's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Richardson. Kleber, great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. On the Mavericks with possession here. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Finney Smith passes to Richardson. Kleber against Jokic. Lets it go with a 3. Kleber, no good. The Nuggets trail. Here's Gordon, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Tell you what, that remarkable foot speed of Gordon's really causes problems for the defense. He's a hard guy to keep in front of him.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. No good on the second free throw. Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside, Porzingis floats one up, and it's good on the way in.
Boy, how about the coordination from Porzingis initiating as the ball handler in the pick and roll? You don't see many 7-3 guys do that.
Now here's Rivers. Floats it up for Millsap. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Finney Smith kicks to Richardson. 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And it's Gordon missing. The Mavericks leading. Richardson outside. Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. Back to Cauley-Stein. Over Gordon. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Rivers can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Green. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Richardson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Dallas, no good that time either. Left side, Gordon. Basket, good.
Gordon's jumper really looking good, showing you how dangerous he is from the mid-range.
From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets ahead, up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor for Dallas, J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. So it's Denver now. The Mavericks making the shot. Millsap misses. Porter against Hardaway. There's the pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Inside, Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Campazzo covered by Redick. And stolen by Redick. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Powell in the high post. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Cauley-Stein kicks to Powell. 3 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Redick with the 3, and it's Denver with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Millsap passes to Harrison. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
Now here's Brunson. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Now here's Porter over Hardaway, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Here's Rivers after Luka Doncic's bucket. That's tipped. And here's the break. Floats it up for Doncic. Hammers the alley-oop through.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Fast break, Dallas. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Boy, excellent recognition from Hardaway Jr. to find his teammate there. This guy's an unselfish player.
Rivers looking over the floor. Outside, Porter. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And here's Jokic after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And the Mavericks making a change here. Richardson's checked in, and a switcher also for Denver. Gordon's checked in, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
And that one's good. Burton.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Down low. Just 5 on the clock. Campazzo. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
The 3 for Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Now here's Gordon. Shoots over Doncic. And another miss by Denver. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. They showed a lot of improvement in the second quarter. I'm sure they're in a confident mood. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
And both free throws good for Gordon. Mavericks leading by 6. Now Doncic. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
It's good. Porzingis has got 6 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Rivers, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Doncic with it. He has 7. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Richardson, good. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Richardson showing you the ability to manufacture a shot against good defense there. Well done.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Doncic. And Jokic wide open. He shoots, busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Jokic has got his first basket.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. A 3-pointer is right on target. He's got 10.
A good look there. And he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game. And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can, too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Jokic.
Guys, I like the hustle from Jokic. I mean, this guy knows exactly how to get to his spots in transition.
Pass to Finney-Smith. There's 1:17 left in the third. Passes to Porzingis. Richardson right side. On the mark with the 15-footer. Richardson's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, good ball movement that time. Allows Richardson to get the good look on the jumper he wants. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Jokic kicks to Rivers. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Paul Millsap.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Doncic, and the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Here's Harrison. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks leading by 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Richardson gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Outside Gordon. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in position and contesting and challenging the shot without fouling.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Nuggets trail by 5. Maxi Kleber is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Redick in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
The former Arizona Wildcat, Gordon, is a high-motive player who gives great effort out there all the time.
Free throw good. Gordon. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Willie Cauley-Stein in for Maxi Kleber.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's Brunson. That one, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Redick. Campazzo, guarded by Hardaway. It's rebounded by Brunson. Mavericks leading by 3. Hardaway finds Redick. Knocks it loose. Right side Hardaway. Marjanovic passes to Redick. Here's Cauley-Stein, and he uses the glass on the layup.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Campazzo. Off target from outside. Dallas shooting straight 49% from the field. And Redick kicks to Brunson. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Porter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Redick. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 3. And here's Porter. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Around 3 minutes minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Reddick against Porter.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
To take the lead, he lays it in. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Burke comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
And Doncic, here we go. And it's sent back by Jokic. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. Doncic passes to Burke. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Here's Morris. And a wide open look for Porter. Here's Jokic. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Doncic feeling it out. And a miss there on the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Marjanovic kicks to Kleber. No good on the triple. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Pass to Rivers. Here's Morris. On deep. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. And nothing.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Porter. Austin Rivers is out there with Jokic. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now, here's George. Tight defense on him. Jackson against Gordon. Fires, high post. Misses off the left iron.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Jokic passes to Rivers. And another miss by Denver.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Jackson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Outside, George. Shoots from 8. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now here's Rivers. Stolen by Jackson. Wide open look here for Zubac. Offline with his 3. Denver's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And it's Gordon missing. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. George with the bounce pass. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got 5 points so far. The Nuggets trail by 3. Left side, Gordon. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Campazzo. And the rejection by Jackson. A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Rivers against George. On the wing, Morris. Here's Zubac. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Rivers. Outside, Porter. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rivers passes to Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. Now, here's George. He's covered closely. Jackson finds Zubac. Back to Jackson. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Up top, Rivers. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Jackson. 26 seconds left to play in the first. That one good for 2.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Rondo kicks to Beverly. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We come. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Paul Millsap out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Rivers, and it's Harrison in at the point. Cousins back to Beverly. Kennard for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Denver the other way now. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Clippers leading by 3. Rondo dishes to Cousins. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Rondo with a clean look, and again it's the Clippers missing. Denver shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. It's his first trip to the line.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. McGee's checked in.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
So, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
The Nuggets have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Rondo looking around. Floats it up for Cousins. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
What's better as an alley-oop partner than a man with great length and great hands? Go to work, DeMarcus.
Rivers bounce pass. McGee against Cousins. McGee the pass to Harrison. Lets the 3 fly. And another miss by Denver. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. Over to the left wing. Outside for Batum. That's a 2 from Kennard. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's good. Rivers has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Austin Rivers knows how to navigate through defenses, puts the ball on the deck and gets to his spot.
Here's Rondo. McGee with the block. One-on-one here. with the putback. Cousins pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. That's a 2 from Kennard. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. And so here's Denver. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Harrison in the corner. McGee, the pass to Rivers. Millsap left side. Back to Harrison. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. And McGee kicks to Green. From outside the arc. Hands it from downtown. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Mann. Rebounded by McGee. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Denver. .59 seconds left to play here in the half. To the paint. Here's Millsap. Campazzo, and it's sent back by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
Here's Leonard. Can't hit from the elbow. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
29 seconds left in the second quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
The pass to Zubac. Jokic with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
George looking around. Jacks up a 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Nuggets on top. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sport. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jamal Murray? And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Austin Rivers with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Porter kicks to Jokic. Uncovered. And it's good off the back rim and in. Jokic has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Over Jokic. Zubac no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Porter passes to Jokic. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, George, stolen by Rivers. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Inside, Jokic with the steal. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. It's stolen by Morris. Here's George. Left side, Leonard. Drilled from 11 feet out. Leonard's got his first 2 points.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Here's Rivers. But they get it back. The kick out to Porter. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Clippers in the lead. Morris outside. Down low. Zubats. Outside for George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. It's stolen by Morris. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Denver. Shaquille Harris comes in for Austin Rivers. Here's George, and it goes down 2 points. George has got 7.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Here's Jokic. Right wing. Harrison scanning the floor. Campazzo. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers leading by 4. Outside Leonard. And the layup falls. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Green kicks to Harrison. Pass to Jokic to end the cold streak, and Green puts it in. Green's got his second basket.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Outside Jackson. Outside George. He lobs it up. It's tipped. Kicks to Porter. Here's the 3. Second shot opportunity. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jokic.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Harrison in at the shooting guard.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
And it's tied up with that one. The Clippers shooting not great, 40% for the game. The feed now to Batum. Back to Rondo. Now here's Beverly, guarded closer. 6 on the shot clock. Rondo dishes to Batum. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
That gives them the lead. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Beverly, the pass to Mann. Back to Beverly. He dishes it to Batum. And it's sent back by Millsap. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles.
Marcus Morris.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Rondo against Morris. With the teardrop. Here's McGee. And he banks in the layup. McGee's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. And Batum kicks to Beverly. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Morris dishes to Millsap. Pass to Harrison. And the wide open shot from Morris. Rondo with the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Kennard against Green. Kennard the pass to Rondo. Dish now to Batum. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Millsap with it. He's against Morris. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. Paul George is checked in for Patrick Beverly. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Clippers trail by 4. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. That misses off the backboard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Gordon. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Rivers against George. Takes it out to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Jackson. It's up a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Goes back up. Here's Rivers. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Stripped it away. Feeds it to Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 8 points for Paul Millsap.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
George against Rivers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now, you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. The pass to Rivers. 6 to shoot. And Jokic slams it in. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute. You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Campazzo, defended by George. Passes it to Millsap. Here's Porter. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
So the Nuggets win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for
teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon, and it's Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in its center. To the inside, Jokic with the steal. Porter against McCollum. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. Takes the 13-footer. Denver grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, he does not lack the confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Denver shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Portland with the ball. 4-point game. High post, Nurkic. Back to Covington. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Covington passes to Nurkic. Back to Covington. Misses the three. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
McCollum dishes to Powell. McCollum trying to get open. That shot off. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Yeah, scoreless here early after the first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. That doesn't go either for Gordon. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Campazzo, and Covington sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And so here's Denver. And here's Porter. Shot clock at 6. This is to Rivers to the left side wing. Campazzo. A shot off that time. And it's Portland the other way. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
And the pass to Rivers. Down low. Shoots. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Good on the three-point shot. Rivers has got 5 points so far.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Here's Harrison, defended by Jones. Harrison passes to Green. Here's Millsap. Gets a hand on it, and Green is right there.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Deflects the pass. McCollum against Rivers. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Rivers against Anthony. Millsap kicks to Gordon. And Cantor pulls it down.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Anthony with the bucket.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
To the middle. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by McCollum. Harrison passes to Green. Here's Harrison, covered by Anthony. The shot by Harrison, no good. And here they come. Jones dishes to Anthony. Cantor, the pass to Anthony. Lobs it up for Cantor. Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Pass to Harrison. Back to Rivers. No good on the last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Rivers, and it's Harrison in at the point guard. McGee in the high post. He's against Cantor. Harrison kicks to Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 3. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's McGee. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. McGee's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Nuggets. Back to Lillard. Pass to Cantor. Anthony dishes to Cantor. And here is Anthony. Millsap covering. Three-pointer, Lillard. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets leading by 5. Now here's Millsap. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Lillard from outside. The offensive rebound. Back to Cantor. Over Porter. Portland no good that time either. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Lillard from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 5 now.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Denver passing it around. Passes to Harrison. 5 to shoot. McGee the pass to Porter. Over Jones. Porter, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 6. Nobody near Lillard. No good with the triple. Millsap down low. Anthony on him. And that one's good. Millsap.
Once Millsap sees he has an opening, he lays the hammer down on that drive.
Lillard outside. The pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter. The Nuggets leading by 6. 1:27 left here in the second. Campazzo, guarded by Powell, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And Lillard kicks to Jones. The dish to Cantor. Lillard outside. Powell down low. Here's Cantor. The shot misses. Now Denver takes it the other way. McGee up top. He's got 6. He feeds it to Millsap. Outside Porter. Floats it up for Millsap. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Out to Anthony. The feed to Cantor. Lillard outside. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 10.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Pass to Harrison. From 10 feet out and misses it off the right side of the rim. Throws it up high and some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. Taking a look at the... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
You've got Yusuf Nurkic, Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Now here's Green. D right on him. Here's Bull. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Nuggets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
A nice shot by Simons.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Morris passes to Porter. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Green kicks to Porter. He dishes it to Rivers. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 6. Feeds it to Nurkic. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Well, Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Rivers. Green against Covington. Passes it to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. He's guarded by Rivers. Now the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And Nurkic did a great job just keeping the motor running.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. From 6 feet, he feeds it to Bull. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
He's guarded by Rivers. With the fadeaway. And stolen by Bull. Right side, Green. And it's Bull that time on the assist from Green. Bulls got 7 points for the quarter. Trailblazers trail by 6.
And after some time over in France and the G League, Jermichael Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in, and the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
You could tell that Nurkic was looking to get the foul on that shot, and he got the job done.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor's checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for Green, and it's Harrison in for Austin Rivers. A floater, and the shot goes down. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Lillard from outside. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Harrison. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Pass to Harrison. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. He kicks it to Gordon. Lays it up off the glass. Gordon's got 6.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. And no good that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Deep 2 from Anthony. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Campazzo covered by Lillard. It's Rivers on the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Trailblazers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Lillard finds Jones. It's tipped. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Gordon. And he banks in the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Lillard misses.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Kicks it to Rivers. On the wing, Gordon. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lillard from deep three-point land. And the 3 off target.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
Your big man out on the perimeter can cause all kinds of problems for a defense, and Jokic has the range.
It's good from long range.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Gordon. It's stolen by Jones. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from McCollum.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time, he found the open man.
Here's Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gordon for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Covington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pops it up for Cantor. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And Norman Powell subbed in for Derek Jones. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Covington with the steal.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Gordon against Lillard. Back to Powell. Stolen by Gordon. Harrison passes to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Morris against Lillard. And the wide open shot from Morris. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Nuggets lead by 9. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter. To the paint. Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Jokic drops them both. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Here's Covington. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Outside Gordon. Out to Morris. Lots of room. Outside Gordon. The tray hits the 3-point bomb. Gordon's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Outside Gordon. Here's Jokic. Drills the baseline jumper.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business